Hello, everybody. I decided to go live for a little while today while I'm taking my stroll. I have some business to take care of at Social Security. For those of you who follow me, thank you. I appreciate you. And for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you. I appreciate you as well. As a matter of fact, if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you on my channel. I like engaging with others. I'm a mentor in my town. I'm a mom. And, I just like to bless others and enlighten others, make others feel worthy. So that's me. Right now. So I'm on a heart health journey, and now it's getting better, though. It's getting better. The soreness is starting to get better. But I guess by next week, because next week will be week 3. I have one more day to do this week. Next week, things should be a lot better. It should run a lot more smoothly. But today, I'm on my way to Social Security, and I'm getting frustrated. So I decided before I get there, let me lighten my mood a little. I can no longer work my traditional job, which is nursing. And then, I used to do gig work on the side, like Instacart, Uber Eats, but it was just too much of a strain. I have a defibrillator, so I have to be very careful in how I move in these streets because it's not fun when it shocks you. When it shocks you, it feels like you stuck your hand in a socket, and it doesn't stop shocking you until it regulates your heart. So it's like you don't have any control over when you're going to get shocked. All you can do is try to calm down, which is a lot in itself because you're just so panicky because you don't want to get shocked again. So 3 heart attacks in, and my defibrillator levels being off, more than 3 or 4 times while I was out here doing this gig work, which shout out to Jamie Lanier, James Zetta. Shout out to her and Dodash and all the other ones who are able to do, gig work. It just didn't work out for me for long. Now, while I was doing it, it was wonderful because I had my man helping me, which I know you're not supposed to have people helping you, but I did. Because, going upstairs, everybody doesn't have elevators and, things of that nature. He was really a big help to me because he was able to lift the loads. But like I said, it became too much for me. So now I'm on total disability, which I was on total disability before. But because Social Security, has its foot on your money, on the neck of your money, you have to go through some things. At least I did. Have to go through some things in order to keep your benefits regulated. So here I go. Because they messed up my benefits. Here I go. I have to stop for a minute. Here I go. I have to come up here and I have to do this. I have to do their work for them. That's what I have to do. Their work for them. I haven't received my benefits in 9 months, which is why, I had to go out here and, make extra money so that I can make ends meet. But it just didn't work out for me because it ended up making me more, it ended up causing my heart to function over the capacity that it could handle. I have congestive heart failure. It is controlled but I also have atrial fibrillation of the mitral valve, and it's controlled with my defibrillator, with my device. So I can't do too much. I could do a lot, but I can't do too much. I can't overdo it, and that's what I was doing. I was overdoing it because I was trying to make ends meet. So now I'm on my way to Social Security because like enough is enough. Like 9 months, enough is just enough. And I'm gonna try to be nice. Matter of fact, I am gonna be nice, and I have been nice. I don't come up here and cut up and, show off and curse people out or things like that. And I think that's why, you know, things are so slowly moving, because I come up here and I act civilized. But it's not even about that today. It's just about them taking my case into consideration and understanding that it's my money. It's my money. It comes out of my paycheck for my last 58 years. It's my money. And sometimes people I don't know. So people go to work just because it's a job. They don't go to work and have any empathy. And with me being in the nursing field, I had empathy for people. I had empathy for people. I cared about the outcome. I cared about the patients that I had, the people that I took care of. I worked in all fields. I was a nursing assistant, and I worked agency because I just preferred it. I worked with people that were paralyzed, quadriplegic. I worked with people that had Alzheimer's. I worked with a lot of different people. I did hospice. I did a lot of things. So I know what it's like to empathize for people. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I know what it's like to empathize for people. And I had 3 heart attacks. And I don't want to overexert myself just to make some money. But money makes the world go around. You can't do anything without it. So I have to have a means of income. I do YouTube as therapy. I get up here because I see a lot of different people, and I see, I get a peek into a lot of people's lifestyles and, things that other people are going through. And I get up here and I try to inspire everyone. And when I'm home, the same way that I am on YouTube, that's the same way I am at home. I'm outside and I'm trying to inspire others. I work with the youth. I work with the youth that are adults now. I help them out. But yeah, money does suck. But when you work for it, you don't want to hear about it's processing. For 9 months, it's still processing. Like, come on. So, and I want to let you know it's about 9,900 degrees where I am. And I'm out here walking to Social Security. It's not really, really far, but in the heat, it feels like it's a whole city away. But I'm going to go here and I'm going to do what I have to do in order to get my situation in order. I also want to, I'm out of breath. Someone asked me why do I speak this way? I get out of breath. I get out of breath. You use your heart for everything. Every single function that you do in your body. Breathing, you have to use your heart muscles. I learned that over the years that your heart muscle is used for everything that you do. Everything. So, walking a block for a regular person is nothing, but walking a block for me can sometimes be strenuous. So that's why I try to, stay mobile. I try to walk. I started the gym. It's just that when I get stressed out, things start to just get crazy inside of me, you know. So I got on live so that, you know, you guys can inspire me today, give me a little encouragement to keep going, because sometimes I need that as well. Sometimes I need that as well. I think we all need that. A little bit of encouragement goes a long way. So I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to take care of, you know, my paperwork that was supposed to be taken care of about 8 months ago. And I'm gonna see what my outcome is, because I don't want to continue to go without, you know. My kids are adults, but you know, I still cost. I still have to pay to survive. I still have to eat, you know, and I can't do it the traditional way. So, you know, they really, you know, my life is really in their hands, you know. My life is really in their hands, so I have no other choice but to follow the rules and be patient. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow the rules and I'm gonna be patient. And I know everything is gonna work out for the best, but it's just taking so long. It's taking so long, and I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of patience, and I'm trying. I really am. I'm really trying. And you know, when you go places like this, they hand you off from one person to the next person. So I have a habit of just going straight to the top. I have a habit of just going straight to the top because I don't like to keep repeating myself. So I go in there and I go straight to the top. You know, I don't want to speak to the case manager. I want to speak to Mr. Social Security, and that's it. I don't like the run around. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So I have retired. Yes, I had no choice. My birthday is next month. I'm a Leo. Yeah, I'll be 59. So I had to retire at an early age because of the heart attacks. I had to retire at an early age because of the heart attacks. I had one silent one. The second one, I knew that I had it. And the third one, I had my defibrillator already. So I already knew then that I had that one as well, because the second and the third one, my defibrillator fired off. So that's not anything nice. So that's another reason why, you know, I try to stay calm and I try to stay patient, because, you know, when you get hyped up and your adrenaline start rushing, you know, your heart start beating fast, and this is set to fire off when your heart gets to a certain rate. So I'm August 17th. This is set to fire off when your heart gets to a certain rate. So I don't want it to fire off anymore, you know. So I try to keep it calm. I try to stay cool. I try to stay mellow. You know, I try to keep myself, you know, active, a little busy at summertime. You know, I picked out a few places that I would like to visit in, you know, my surrounding areas. I'm in the New York, New Jersey area. So, you know, I try to find a few things that, you know, to do that would make me happy. And, you know, I could just chill. But, you know, sometimes it's things that you have to do in life that you don't necessarily want to do, but you just have to do it in order for things to go right. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm almost here, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out to let me vent. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to let me vent. Thank you so much. I want everybody to be blessed. Continue to be a blessing. Continue to be a blessing. Oh boy. And until I speak to you guys again, I just want to say toodles, everybody.